Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. In this video we're looking at the Moonbeam spell. It's a second level druid spell, and I can honestly say our druid casts this thing all the time. It's a pretty effective spell actually. It says a silvery beam of pale light shines down a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, is engulfed in a ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success. Then it talks about shapechanger stuff, which in this particular macro, we're just going to put a note at the end. It says on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction, and then each level above second, you get additional 1d10 damage. So let's look at this. It's a little bit wordy as well. Default template, name equals Moonbeam. That's the title row and the table that it builds, and then every row is within double braces. So we have quite a few rows in this. Row 1 is range, 5-foot cube by 40-foot high cylinder within 120 feet. Second row is concentration up to a minute. And then the third row is where we're going to determine damage and the spell save DC. Any creature that enters the area for the first time, and this is a replacement character, pound 44. Remember, anytime we're in a row that has a question, which is this part right here, or a query they call it, we have to use replacement characters for commas, braces, brackets, and pipes. And pound 44 semicolon is the replacement character for comma. So, enters the area for the first time or begins their turn in the area, must make a DC, and then we're going to go get a stat call from Skeeki, because he's our druid, from his character sheet. We're going to get his spell save DC, Constitution save, or take, and then we're going to ask them what level they want to cast it at, because that'll determine their damage. And it's a level 2 spell, so it starts at level 2, because you could actually write this like this. So every option on the left side of the comma is what you see in the drop-down box. On the right side is what happens if you select that. Here's all of our options. It's going to determine the damage. It's radiant damage. And then half on a save. So let's go ahead and run that. Level 2 is fine. Range 5, cube, concentration. Any character enters the area for the first time or begins their turn in the area must make a DC 17 Constitution save, which is correct. That's what Skeeky's spell save DC is. Or take 18 radiant damage, 2d10, half on a save. So that is correct. Let's go ahead and try just one more level. Let's try it at level, 5, which should be, level 5 should be 5d10. And it is 5d10. Then we just have a couple more information rows. Action can move the beam 60 feet. And in this case, we're going to say see spell for shapechanger. Shapechangers are rare, and if it talks about in the spell, a shapechanger makes a saving throw with disadvantage if it fails. And so typically you don't see shapechangers much. That's hard to say. And so we're just going to put a note, see spell for shapechangers, rather than put all the words in there and everything. So we're going to run this whole thing. Level 4. Which should be 4d10. That's correct. It's basically 1d10 per level. Action can move the beam, and see spell for shapechanger. So that is the Moonbeam spell. And macro. I will put that in the description below. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any other macros you want to see, let me know. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and we will see you on the next one.